Boys and girls, welcome to a new series we are starting on the channel today. Today we are hopping into Metro 2033. And also a disclaimer, this is not a blind playthrough. I have played the Metro games before. There are certain plot points I'm going to remember, but by no means am I an expert in the Metro series. This game ran away with the fan poll I had for you guys to vote on what game I played next while we wait for Atomfall to come out, and it really wasn't close. The next closest one was Far Cry 3, and it still had a gap of about 60% fan vote between the two, so I guess I should have expected that. Most of the people that are new to my channel are coming from the Stalker series. Metro is pretty adjacent to Stalker, so it makes quite a bit of sense as to why this game is the one that won by a landslide. And then real quick before we hop in, something I wanted to point out that I guess I realized the last time I played this, but it didn't occur to me again until I had a reason to notice it. I noticed while setting up the game, it doesn't matter what I make my gamma. It doesn't change for you guys. This is as bright as it goes. That's as dark as it goes. There's no change in my OBS, so you guys, doesn't matter what darkness I play on, aren't gonna notice literally any change. But anyway, with all that out of the way, let's hop in to Metro 2033.
I was born in Moscow, but I remember nothing of that time. I was just an infant when the old world was destroyed in the flames of nuclear fire. I, along with 40,000 others, were saved by retreating to the metro stations deep under the city. Now, 20 years have passed, and going up into the embrace of an endless winter was left to a few brave souls. The Metro was our home, and our fortress against the nightmarish mutants who roamed the tunnels. Still, we never gave up hope that we would return to the surface. But one day, a new threat appeared, and we found ourselves in a war to determine the very existence of our species. The tunnel grew colder. Miller and I were close to the surface now. Soon, we would climb up into the howling wind to fight our way through whatever nightmares were waiting there. My long journey was nearly at the end. But would I have the courage, the will to see it through?
Hey, Artyom. When you left your home station, do you ever think we'll end up in a place like this? Not knowing whether we were about to save our world, or send it straight to hell.
Gotcha! Oh, good save, good man. Appreciate you.
We'll have to get through the military outpost to reach the surface, Artyom. Shh, тихо. Something's moving in the next room. Open the gate, I'll cover.
Alrighty, so I had to do some finagling in some files to get this to work the way it's supposed to work, or the way I want it to work, rather, because the in-game settings, like we covered, they're super bare bones. I had to figure out how to change my FOV, my sensitivity, and some other stuff in the game files, but they're not the game files, they're in a secret folder game file. It's a really weird thing. And the people on Reddit that were trying to explain it, well, they're a typical Reddit user. They explained it poorly, then whenever the person replied saying that the thing didn't exist, they just called them dumb. So, Anyway, Tower Note 1. There's nobody among the Order's fighters who'd ever lived at the exhibition. Why would they risk their lives to save us? Total strangers to them, what for? Perhaps they, just as I do, believe the Dark Ones are a threat not just for our god-forgotten backwater station, but for the Metro as a whole. That, I don't know, but one thing I know for sure, I can't watch these people and not feel admiration. They couldn't care less which station we hailed from, which god, and which politics we believed. The one thing they actually cared about was that we were human beings and we were in danger when joining the Order. One vows to protect the Metro, the last refuge of the human race, to the end. Some of them may believe they can prevail. A lot more think we're all doomed regardless, but they don't even think of laying down their arms and giving up the struggle. Such were Hunter's comrades, and it would be the highest honor for me to become one of them. Artyom, you wrote that insanely quickly. Alright, let's open the door.
Shit is always breaking down in here. Use the auxiliary hand system to open the gate.
That's the electro gun, the electromagnet gun. I don't remember what it's called, though. Nope. I definitely have a crouch button bound, but... Alright. Another thing that may have broken in the game. Sensitivity's weird. Like, there's no in-between sensitivities. It's either way too fast or way too slow. And I'm just dealing with the way too slow option because it's better than not being able to stop your aim, in my opinion, but...
Seems like nobody's home.
Whatever, we fix it later, if possible.
Outside this wall.
We're almost there. This is the Korolev performance room. It's very close to the tower. Load your weapon! Suki.
I don't think I have a secondary weapon right now. I'm also trying to remember, because like I said in the intro, it's been a minute since I've played these games. And despite me probably finding out pretty quickly, this is a flashback, right? Or not a flashback. What's the opposite of a flashback? Where it shows what happens at the end of the game, at the beginning of the game, and then we flash back to how we got there. In media res? Is that the technical term for it? Not entirely sure.
Let's give it a pull.
That little slug thing just went into a hole in the ground that doesn't exist.
Let's pull together. You ready?
Yep.
Let's move out.
Got it, brother. Generally, I do enjoy a higher FOV than what I'm playing on, but...
It is Artyomушka. Our girl.
Come in, woman. Come in. Over. You're coming through loud and clear. Over.
We're at the tower. I repeat, we're at the tower.
Did the group move out? Over. Well, that's affirmative. We've made contact. They should be in the vicinity of the tower now. Over. Roger, we'll contact you again when we're at the top of the tower. Get a fix on our location then. Over.
Brother almost hit us. Like, egregiously almost hit us. Is that dude alive? No, yeah, he's fine. He's chilling.
Listen. What the hell is it? Form a circle.
Alright, something's going on and they're not really explaining it. Because by this point in the game, we know.
What's your best, boys? Okay. Looks it's gonna be tougher than the library.
Anyway, TLDR, I wanted to play on a higher FOV, but any higher FOV than what I'm on right now, and the animations and the character doesn't look right and it breaks, so... I'm sacrificing my personal enjoyment for the enjoyment of everybody watching, because I'm sure if I played Metro on an FOV that broke animations, I would get yelled at by everybody. Should I not have shot? Or was that scripted? I guess that was scripted.
Life was never easy in the tunnels, but it was our home. There was comfort in its routines, in seeing the same people day after day. But since the mutant attacks had escalated, fear ruled the station. I had just turned 20, and could never have imagined what would follow on the morning that my stepfather's friend Hunter arrived at the barricade.
Alright, so 8 days earlier, this is still technically part of the prologue. I had to look up what, like, little sub-chapters equal the actual big chapters, and that's how we're gonna divide up the episodes by the big chapters. So we're technically still in the prologue with this mission.
Artyom, awake at last, I see. Hunter's on his way in. He should have news from the other stations. Come on.
Alrighty, like I said, not sure if I finished the thought. Oh, that's a radio. I was like, what am I interacting with? Got it. Guitar, I remember that. And turn lights on and off, that's a big part of the stealth mechanic. Anyway, like I said, I changed the FOV from the base value, which was like 50, which is vomit-inducing. And I made it a little bit higher.
Go, Artyom.
What's up, brother?
Pigs, disease.
And,
Alex,
Yes, Nikolai?
station can't survive much longer if these attacks don't stop. We must do something.
What more can we do?
The Dark Ones will kill us all.
thanks for the input, brother.
See what Hunter says.
So, anyway, yeah, episode 1 is gonna be a bit of a tester episode, so I can fine-tune some settings and see... What's up, brother?
Another patrol was attacked last night. The hospital's full.
Sorry to hear that, man. Yeah, it's gonna be a test episode to see if everything is the way I want it to be, so I'm gonna get some feedback from you guys before I post episode 2.
Let's go, Artyom.
I'm coming, man.
The captain said he was okay, but I hope he's alive. No visitors.
Pieter!
Oh, that's you.
Brother, you have an oddly shaped head.
Come on, Alex. Hello, Artyom.
Brother, that jaw is insane.
Go on, Artyom.
You could bite through bolt heads.
How are the wounded?
Not much improvement. 2 died this morning.
The Dark Ones do not kill outright, but they damage a victim's mind. Sooner or later, this leads...
God, when will this ever end? I can't take it anymore.
Sorry to hear that, Doc. Anyway, this is glowing for a reason. Day after day, our patrols go out to the northern tunnels, and day after day, they return bearing casualties murdered brutally, inexplicably so. Even more casualties come back alive, but insane. And yet it's only sending our friends, neighbors, and relatives out there that we can keep the Dark Ones at a distance. When we run out of manpower to stop their attacks far enough, when they arrive at the station itself, we'll be done for. I hear people talking secretly at the station and that it's just us prolonging the agony, that there's no hope for salvation, but Sukhoi, my stepfather, and the head of the station, still hopes for a miracle. He insists that an old friend of his, Hunter, can save us. Hunter is a member of the Spartan Order, a battle brotherhood sworn to protecting the Metro from any and all dangers. There is nothing capable of instilling fear into the hearts of those men. At least there was nothing until the Dark Ones arrived. Again, Artyom writes very quickly. Also, I think this guy might be dead, Doc. And I can pretty much confirm this one is dead, Doc. That guy's alive, but he's having a bad time.
I can't.
Yeah, the biggest issue I'm running into right now is this sensitivity. It's just... There's no middle ground, like I said. It's just painfully slow. But if I turn it up to the next highest one, I can't control it.
It's Hunter.
Mutants don't knock first. Open the damn gate. Welcome to Exhibition, Hunter.
Probably the thumbnail, if I'm being honest. What is that? Got a present?
Thanks. Now close your gate.
Good to see you, Alex. Hello, Artyom.
Hello.
So, Hunter, what's happening in the outside world these days?
Can I have what's in the box? Cool hard hat.
Artyom, I met a trader selling old postcards of New York City. I thought of your wall.
Thank you.
These are not the usual mutant creatures. This is something else. Something much worse.
Dark Ones. Well, whatever in hell they are, my order has a motto. If it's hostile, you kill it.
The Dark Ones do not...
Shit. Just what we need.
There are wounded here just behind the wall.
Take your group to the tunnels.
Alex, we must stay here and defend the hall.
All right, Artyom, quickly, get a weapon.
I'm trying to figure out what his gun is. It's very small. It looks disproportionately small.
They never come this far into this station.
It's the hospital. They smell the blood.
Where did those guys go? Alright, I think that was scripted. Alright. There's a little bit of clipping on the right side of the screen with Artyom's shoulder, but I can fix that between episodes. I can't do that right meow. Unfortunately, just one of those things that we can't figure out until we actually boot up the game and start playing.
that I shot this one. No.
That I am.
Just the usual tunnel trash.
Even when you don't see them, the Dark Ones are there. Fear. That's their weapon. That's what made the Nosalises run through the tunnels like rats. The Dark Ones are not simple mutants. They're Homo Novus.
That's not very nice, Hunter. Or no, you're Hunter.
Guess what? We lost.
What's happened to you, Alex? You can go like lambs to the slaughter. I'll hang on to whatever life I got with teeth and claws. And I'll take more than a few of your Homo Novus with me to hell.
You think you're some old movie cowboy? Have a look, Hunter. 10 soldiers, trained in combat. Their bodies broken, their minds gone.
They destroyed the outer guard post!
Alright. This is like a game movie. I can't move. I'm not controlling anything.
The devil knows what's happening out there, beyond your perimeter. I must go recon the situation. Listen carefully, Artyom. If I'm not back here by morning, you must get to police station and find a man named Miller. Tell him what's happened to me, and what's stirring in the northern tunnels. Show this to Miller, so he knows I've sent you. I trust everything to you, Artyom. Don't let me down. If we are to survive, this threat must be eliminated, no matter the cost. Eliminated. Understand?
You got it, brother.